Puppin, and this is my first IGTV. Through this tool, I'm going to share with you my freediving experience, why I moved to the desert, what I'm doing here, and introduce you to what is freediving. Well, born in the shore of Espírito Santo, one of the Brazilian coasts, my passion with the water and the ocean started from my very early age through the water activities my locality could offer, such as surfing, wakeboarding, paddleboarding, any other water activity I could have access to. I've always been like a little fishy, always into the water. Anyways, sometime back while I was living in India for my modeling career, I got introduced to spearfishing in Goa. Becoming very hooked with spearfishing, I wanted to improve my knowledge and my skills. That's when I decided to do a trip to Bali, and it was there that I came across my first freediving course. And to be honest, that was my first experience, that was my first approach to a proper freediving training. That was when the magic started. I totally fell in love with the freediving universe. I figured out that freediving was way more than just a simple breath hold. I discovered freediving as a sport, as a structured education with a profession that can lead you to a complete modern nude lifestyle. You can end up traveling the world as a freediving instructor, become a professional competitor, an underwater photographer, a spearfisher, and a lot more. Or you can simply add it to your life as a recreational activity, which brings with it fitness, healthy lifestyle, and enjoyment. So it was there in Bali that I got introduced to Akim Adhari. Akim is one of the world's most experienced freediver trainer and freediver himself. This guy got gills. He dives up to 105 meters. He started spearfishing only when he was 6 years old, and nowadays he goes catch his food up to 50 meters in a single breath. Akim is very well known in the freediving community. He founded a couple of freediving schools, and he was also responsible for starting the Zero to Hero program in the freediving education, which is the course that I'm attending here in Dahab right now. So Akim, thank you so much for sharing this platform with me. It's very interesting for us to be here talking about freediving. Thank you for bringing me to this universe and to helping me create this passion that I've been having with it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I have a question to ask. I did this poll Insta stories and I asked people if they knew what freediving is. So it was quite interesting because it was 50-50. Some people knew what freediving is and some people still don't really know what freediving is. So in your words, with all your experience, what is freediving?
Yeah, exactly. I remember this post. It was an interesting post actually, and that really defines exactly how it is today. Freediving is a very growing up, it's the most growing up underwater sport in our modern time. Freediving is actually any underwater activity that you will do on breath hold. So what does it mean? It means that from the moment you start your dive from the surface going all the way down and surfacing again, you are doing it holding your breath. So we call this apnea breath hold, freediving. It can be called skin diving, snorkeling, spearfishing, underwater photography on a single breath. So it's any activity that you do underwater not using scuba diving equipment. So in our modern time, freediving can be either a recreational activity, a competitive activity, or as you said earlier, a professional activity that you can become a freediving instructor or a freediving coach. What it brings is that you can get a lot closer to underwater life, such fish, whales, dolphins. So you remember when you were a kid and probably going to the beach with your parents and with your friends, you throw a stone and then who's gonna get it first? That's actually freediving. You're holding your breath, diving down, picking it up and surfacing and breathing again. So that's freediving at your level, at a different scale, but it is freediving.
Here you go. So Akim, tell us about the Zero to Hero program. Since you were the first to bring it to the freediving education, when you founded it, what was your concept of it?
Thank you very much. Yeah, so that's an opportunity to explain more about the Zero to Hero program, which is also called From Beginner to Instructor. So this program existed, example, in scuba diving, well known among scuba diver and all the activities, but it's really suitable also for freediver. It is a program for those who wants to jump into the freediving, change their lifestyle, willing to become an active freediver, know everything they can and possible to know in modern life about freediving, become a professional freediving instructor. So what does it mean? It means that from the moment you start your beginner and advanced course, which are the course you're gonna be mainly teaching when you become a freediving instructor, we're gonna be focusing on it for at least a month, where we're gonna make sure you master each skills that you have shaped, each skills, and you understand it properly. And also you are doing it with an instructor trainer, which is gonna bring important tips and important information why we bring a certain pedagogy in a certain way for teaching each skills. Then after that you have a full month, a month and a half, in which you're gonna develop yourself as a freediver. We're gonna go through training, fitness, diet, psychology of freediving, the pedagogy of coaching, and this will prepare you for your instructor evaluation. During this time, I'm gonna be monitoring the evolution of each freediver, how they progress. I'm gonna bring important tips about how you train and how you increase your breath hold and depth. I will be with you also in the water. But more importantly is that the overall goal of this Zero to Hero is to make sure each candidate leaving this program with a certification in their hand as a freediving instructor, with an international certification. But more than that, they're gonna be very confident taking each student in the water, or even maybe starting their own lifestyle, starting their own project, or working for a freediving shop, or even founding their own freediving shop.
Cool. So it's interesting that the Zero to Hero program, it's actually a continuous education, right? Like, we breathe freediving since the moment that I wake up. We already start with our lunge stretching till the last moment of our day. We're actually breathing freediving. So it's a very nice opportunity.
Yeah, it's exactly that. So that's also bring a certain discipline in life. From the moment you wake up, you're gonna have a certain diet, you're gonna go through a long stretching, you're gonna set your mind for performance or learning, and after we finish the training, we're gonna go through a certain also theoretical part, learning more about freediving, and each day in a certain way for the freediver to progress safely and with enjoyment.
And Akim, one last question. Is freediving for everyone?
Totally. Freediving is really for everyone. Actually, freediving is more approachable than any other underwater activity. It's definitely for everyone. You can start from a young age, older age, but it's definitely an activity that is actually existing within us. And a course will bring you an opportunity and the knowledge how to awake those skills and power that existed within you.
And I know what that is. I know what you're talking about, the mammalian dive reflect. You see, I've been paying attention in my lessons.
Yeah, exactly. If you like this video and you want to jump into the freediving course, then wait for the next video, because we're going to explain you how to start with the right foot. We're going to explain you what do you need to know before starting freediving. You're going to also learn about how to choose an instructor, a diving school, or even a location where to go to start freediving and learning in the proper ways.
So, if you liked it, give it a like. I've always wanted to say that. I'm feeling so blogger now. Enjoy the video? Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out the next one. Thanks for watching us.